All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the tracc.eu GT3 Cup. We are here for the season finale of season 25-1, and we are here in Kailami. It's looking very sunny at the moment, and rumor has it that we are in for a mix of wet weather as well. Anyway, I'm here. I'm Psycho Kaiser, and I will be your commentator for today. And broadcasting the stream will be Amethysta V2. So let's give a quick rundown of the standings at the moment, starting with the team standings right now. We have Evish Motorsports leading the way with 130 points, followed by Grip Runners Racing with 114 points in second place. And then we have Interwall Sim Racing with 99 points in P3. And then Technobus Racing .02 with 83 points in P4. And then P5 we have Mante Racing Bagu with 72 points. And then closely followed behind by Technobus Grip Runners with 71 points in P6. Down in P7 we have a tie actually for 7th and 8th with 47 points but by Technobus Racing and Queen's Design Patent Formula with P7 and P8 at the moment. And then rounding up the grid, rounding up the team standings, we have Oru Bagu Racing Team in P9 with 27 points. Now we shall move on to the pro standings. At the moment, we have Michael Dieringer in the lead with 56 points at the moment, and then followed by Alvin Wong chasing the lead of the championship in P2 with 52 points. Yuan Shilin with 50 points, and then Alvaro Vicente and Tina Curtis tied in points in P4 with 49 points. In P6, we have Asen Yanpaya in the Queen's Design team with 46 points. And then down in P7, we have Marcel Sux with 43 points. In P8, we have Abba George with 41 points. And then Seong KP in P9 with 36 points. And then rounding up the top 10, we actually have a three-way tie between P10 and P12. We have Omet Om, Isaac Umbras, and Nathaniel Paul with 34 points for all of them. Moving down the rest of the grid, we have Alex Curto with 20 points, Brewer with 19 points, Biggie Hugs with 17 points, Julian Strasser with 14 points, and then Ryomo Kirihara tied with Strasser also with 14 points. Hiccup, Brunch, Azuri, Carlsbad, and Henderson rounding up the pro standings. And then we shall move on to the AM Class Championship. At the moment, it's currently dominated by Agoston Bata with 95 points. And then down in P2, we have Gary Slater with 76 points. Zaid Sadi with 58 points down in P3. Zul Akihara with 44 points in P4. And Eric Hutter with P5 with 42 points. Down 1 point with down 1 point in P6 at the moment. With 41 points, we have Adrian Drabovka, Tim Berggren, and Zakus tied in P7 actually, with both with 40 points. Putra Daniel Hasri down in P9 with 39 points, and then rounding out the top 10 we have Jean Paul with 32 points. With the rest of the grid, we have Chen Soy with 25 points, Elucidator with 20 points, Double Nastran with 10, Amethysta VTube with 9 points, Eterovic Fonchik and Foxington tied with 7 points, P15 and P16, and then Peter Tong with 5 points. Now we shall get back to the action of the race at the moment. Actually, we are almost finished with the practice session. We are down to the last minute of the session right now, and we are set to be looking at a very competitive grid right now, because currently we have Alvin Wong 4 tenths up, currently at the top of the standings at the moment, currently with a 141.405. So can he keep up that pace throughout the race? It does seem like it at the moment. And then we also have Albert George 4 tenths behind in the number 610 Ferrari of Queen's Design Pan Formula. And just as we see, Yuan Shi Lin also 100th of a second from Albert George as well down in P3. But the grid seems to be a little bit competitive at the moment, especially down in the mid pack right now. But of course, a lot of people do seem to be getting their practice up for this for the South African track. So of course, Kyalami being the season finale of the Tracc GT3 Cup right now. So of course every point counts, especially to those who are currently battling for position. Of course that three-way tie that I mentioned earlier in the pro standings as well will be crucial for everyone that's involved right now. So Checker Flag has gone out, and yeah, standing seems to be as is at the moment, as we see Isaac Umbras crossing the finish line up in P6 at the moment. So Omet Om and Seong KP both in the Ferrari. So Ferrari's been looking quite strong at the moment. So they seem to be looking very competitive at the moment. But of course, anything could happen, especially during qualifying, where a lot of cars on the grid right now. We are looking at a 21 car grid we are looking at a 21 car grid for the race, and of course, traffic might be a problem for some of them at the moment. So now we are looking at Isaac Umbras and one of the Ferraris. I think it's Foxington. Having gone through inside each other for a bit, but of course we are set for the opening of the qualifying session at the moment. So weather so far is looking pretty dry, at least for the next 30 minutes of the session. So yeah, it doesn't seem to be much of a problem for these drivers to get as quick of a lap time as they can. So at the moment we are looking at Albert George navigating through the outlap of the grid. So so basically, a bit of a bounce there from the Hungarian, but of course nothing too shabby, pretty much. Yeah, not too shabby from the Hungarian to get his car under control. We are looking at Isaac Umbras right now. Everyone's on the outlap, so don't expect too much from the action at the moment. But of course, everyone on track right now seems to be looking for a bit of a gap for them to do a clean lap. Of course, you can go a bit as close as you want to, but if the car head is going a bit slower, then of course these drivers don't have any choice but to concede the lap for a bit, just avoid some collisions from happening, and we should be good. So anyway, on board with Albert George coming through the start-finish straight, and then heading down to the first corner of this very challenging track right now. Eating that inside curb there through turn 1, and then going to turn 2 and 3. Of course, eating as much curb as you can, go a bit wide as you can, approaching turn 3. Approaching that turn there. It should be nice, and then going to the back straight here, down into Sunset. Yeah, down to Sunset here. Quite a lot of curb. And then going to a bit of grass as well, so it doesn't seem to be looking much of a lap to beat for Albert George there. And yeah, quite wide there. I don't think the Ferrari is going to take it much longer if George were to get his elbows out into the track limits as well, because of course this track seems to be very notorious for catching a lot of these cars out. I don't think front engine cars will be much of a concern for these kind of tracks. But of course, for the Fezza, for the Ferrari, yeah, the stability matters for this one, pretty much. So this track might not be to the advantage of this car in particular. So mid-engine cars and probably rear-engine cars as well. Yeah, if they catch on to the curbs at the wrong timing, they would probably get flown somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Right, so coming to the final corner, Of course, so far looking pretty good from the Hungarian so far, but of course there's a lot of time to be gained from the lap. Of course, I'm pretty sure that is a banker lap from the Hungarian, and yeah, at the moment we are looking at Om at Om, just taking provisional pole position with a 141.567. So not looking too shabby from the Egyptian there, running the Technopa script runners livery right now. Of course, her making the debut, dream debut of going to the front row of the grid on her first race, and seeming to be, yeah, looking pretty nice there. And of course, we have Sion KP, just 400ths of a second, almost 500ths of a second to Home at Home there, running that special livery. I believe it's reverse 1999 inspired livery there. So looking pretty nice for the final race of the season, as we see Yuan Shi Lin completing the lap, coming up to P4 at the moment. So the first gen 991 Porsches are actually still running pretty strong, of course. So yeah, they are very good with the car. Of course, pace is actually looking pretty good from the in the wall sim racing team. So at the moment we are on board with Isaac Umbras. Isaac's already done a lap, but of course, is he looking for an improvement? Doesn't seem like it, because he's 1/10 off of the grid. But I think we should keep an eye out on Yuan Chi Lin, because Lin just put up a 8/10 of a second improvement, coming through that corner. Just a bit of a slip, a bit of an oversteer moment there, but seems to be under control from the Chinese driver. So coming through the hairpin right there, yeah, not looking too bad. Still an improvement, 7/10. We are looking at 7/10 improvement, so we are definitely looking for a provisional pole from the Interwall Sim Racing driver as we go through this corner right here. Ooh, just a bit of a slide there, as we saw. Ooh, not looking too bad there. Coming through Cheetah. Will he go? Oh no, he's gone through. Oh, one has claimed. Oh, Cheetah has claimed the one driver there. At least, well, it could have been worse, I would say. But yeah, that means that Lin would have to do the lap all over again. So see, this is quite a big challenge for all these drivers. So going through Cheetah, you need the perfect line, need that one line. Just don't hit that yellow sausage curve, because if you hit that yellow sausage curve just on top there, your car would be probably sent to space. So of course, a lot of these cars might be able to take the grunt, especially front engine cars, but seeing as how some of these drivers tackle the Cheetah corner, just the penultimate corner of this track, of course, yeah, they are not looking to get as close as they can to the yellow sausage curve there. Of course, you have to run wide on the exit, but of course, if you nail it right, you will gain quite a lot of time there. So anyway, we are looking at Albert George completing his lap so far, looking pretty good, and he goes to the front row of the grid, P2, at the moment with a 141.590. Anyway, moving on to Isaac Umbras right now. He has a 6/10 improvement to his time. At the moment, he is looking to be probably around one. Oh no, never mind. That wasn't an improvement. I think that was probably an invalidated lap time. So he stays in P6. Anyway, back to Yuan Chi Lin. Earlier, he invalidated his lap by going through Cheetah. The penultimate corner of this track that you will see here. Will he go through it safely? He does, and then goes through the final corner. Will he get to the front of the grid? At the moment, we are looking on board with Yuan Chi Lin, so far looking like a 5/10 improvement this time, and he goes on pole with a 141.345. Ooh, this seems to be a pretty spicy qualifying we are looking here so far. So of course, still more time to be gained, and at the moment we haven't seen much from Alvin Wong, so I'm not sure what has happened to the top car on free practice at the moment. So what has happened to Alvin Wong? Oh, okay, Wong hasn't set a lap time at the moment, but I'm pretty sure he will be doing so soon. But yeah, at the moment we're still looking at Albert George. looking to set a bit of an improvement. Yeah, he does. Goes through 3/10 of a second, just a bit of an oversteer moment there. And yeah, so far not doesn't look to be much of an improvement. I mean, still an improvement regardless, but yeah, there you go. To a 145, sorry, 141.590. Anyway, we are looking at Alvin Wong just just spraying a bit of grass, a bit of dirt on the track at the moment, but is he looking to be much of an improvement? I don't think he's doing much at the moment. Oh, never mind, he's just gone on top. So there you go, Alvin Wong on provisional pole with a 140.672. So there you go. Into the 40s we go for the qualifying session. So we have 10 minutes to go in this qualifying session, and at the moment Alvin Wong seems to be putting putting pace down, just being on fire all weekend, and yeah, there you go, being on the front 6/10 ahead of Yuan Chi Lin. So there you go. Well done to the well done to Wong there. Anyway, we are still looking at Albert George. Is he looking for improvement? Yes, he is at the moment. So 3/10 up on his time so far. So of course, he has a bit of traffic ahead. I'm pretty sure that's one of the in the wall sim racing team at the moment. So we have George might be probably in a bit of a trouble right now, but so far not much has hindered him at the moment. But going a little bit offline through the final corner, and then we shall see what he will do at the moment. So he goes in P2. So George goes up to P2 at the moment. So 143.340, so 5 thousandths of a second ahead of Yuan Shi Lin. Ooh, right, but so far I'm pretty sure there's still more time to be gained from everyone else at the front at the moment. But yeah, so far not a lot of people has done much of an improvement, but we see Agustin Bata, our current AM leader. So our current leader in the AM class at the moment, so far is not looking much of an improvement, but probably might hit to the front. So he has a 4/10 advantage to his time so far, so I'm pretty sure he might be able to go to the front of the AM class at the moment. So currently on provisional pole position we have Eric Hutter in the number 92 Porsche, down in P10 overall, but of course currently in pole for the AM class. So anyway, onto the final corner we go. We have Agustin Bata with a 2/10 improvement. Will he go to the front? Not really. He is in P3 in the AM class at the moment. So yeah, not looking. Yeah, definitely does have a lot of time to be made up of. And well, we should see Zul Akihara in the number 21 Technobus Racing .02. So basically second team of the Technobus Racing. But anyways, we see, oh, hits the wall there. I'm not sure what's happened there. Hope we get to pull up a replay there. But yeah, a pretty strange incident from the Malaysian driver, as you see, coming through the corner right there. Does he touch the curb? Ooh, I think he did. Yeah, he did touch the curb, and it slipped up on him. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, pretty strange incident there, but yeah, there goes one of his chances to get a clean lap there. But anyway, back to our current pole sitter at the moment. We have Alvin Wong, 4/10 of a second of an improvement there, and he goes with a 140.277. Ooh, we might be able to see a sub 40. Yeah, I'm not sure we might be able to see a sub 140 lap time, but at this rate, it might be possible. Yeah. Anyway, we actually missed a bit of action as well right after, where we see Yuan Chi Lin respond to George's time with a 141.082. So that means he's 8/10 off of the leader at the moment. So anyway, looking at Asen Yanpaya do be looking pretty fast at the moment. 2/10 of an improvement to a time. But of course, we shall see where she will land up in. Anyway, she goes up to P5 at the moment, right behind Omid Om. So there you go. Wow, pretty interesting time for the number 61 Mercedes AMG driver of Alvin Wong there. My goodness, that was a pretty amazing lap time from him. But yeah, actually still not over yet because we have Yuan Chi Lin actually still making an improvement. Actually, he might go with a sub 41 lap time at the moment. So he's currently looking at a 2/10 improvement. Yeah, 2/10 improvement to his current personal best at the moment. But yeah, a lot of these drivers are looking for quite a lot of improvement. I think one notable improvement at the moment we have Eric Hutter at the moment. So our current AM class pole sitter having a 5/10 improvement to his time. So he might probably jump quite a number of drivers there. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. But yeah, we also have Nathaniel Paul. Not sure what's happened to him in the current qualifying session because he's quite far down on the grid at the moment. So actually mixing in with the AM grid so far. So not a good day in the office for Paul in the number 10 Nissan GTR. But still, we have the race to deal with. So yeah, we shall see what unfolds later on. So anyway, we have Eric Hutter at the moment, still on an improvement, but currently 4/10 of 4/10 up on his time. So he's crossed his finish line. Okay, still stays in P10 overall, but of course, yeah, of course, still in the M class pole at the moment. So I think he stretches his advantage over to Zaid Sadi in the number 8 Honda NSX GT3. But yeah, so far I think 6/10 of a second to Zaid Sadi. Anyway, we have Nabil Nasran. So Nabil Nasran actually just responded with a 142.8. So that puts him in P2 in the AM class. So there you go, P2 in AM class. So at the moment, looking pretty nice for the Malaysian driver. I believe he just switched to the load cell. I believe it was a custom load cell pedals. So can't wait to see what improvements will it make to his performance. But at the moment, it's pretty early too early to tell. Right, anyways, we see Xiong KP at the moment. Is he looking for improvement? Yes, he is. He's looking at a 3/10 of a second up on his personal best. Quite a bit of traffic that he has to deal with, but so far so good for the South Korean driver. At the moment, he's currently in P7, but he's now up 4/10 of a second. So he might probably be able to jump up quite a number of cars on the grid. So we shall see in quite a bit. At the moment, we see still 4/10 improvement for the Ferrari driver, the number 41 Ferrari driver, and there he goes up to P3. So well done, pretty good job for the Technobus driver. As we see Nabil Nasran still on an improvement, 3/10 now, so he definitely will go for pole position. But of course, we shall see coming through the final corner. Nabil Nasran goes pretty nicely, quite a decent line there, and then of course coming through the start finish straight to complete his lap, and he goes for the AM class pole. There you go. So the pedals really helped him this time. So yeah, he also went quite a bit ahead of Marcel Sux as well. So he's mixing in a bit with the pro drivers too, for good measure. So well done to him. Anyway, we shall go back to Alvin Wong, still looking to improve his time so far. At the moment, he's looking to be... Ooh, yeah, I have a feeling he heard my call there. He might be able to go for a sub 40 lap time, folks. So at the moment, times are looking pretty marginal. Still, hovering around, 300ths of a second, pretty much. But at the moment, the time seems to be... the time seems to be not on his side at the moment. So yeah, he's just losing quite a bit of time. I think... Oh, never mind. That was a bit of an invalidated lap time, as I saw. So no need to mind that. Anyway, let's see. Now we have Marcel Sux in the number 33 Mercedes AMG. And yeah, now we have under 2 minutes. We have less than 2 minutes before checkered flag falls on the grid, so I'm pretty sure a lot of these drivers don't have a lot of time to make an improvement. I think by now they should have only one flying lap if they cross the finish line as we speak. But yeah, anyway, we also have, I believe, Scott Brewer is currently on an improvement on his lap time at the moment. He's currently going 5/10 of a second. Still climbing up quite a lot as well. So there you go, Scott Brewer, just coming through the left-hander here. Ooh, goes a bit wide there, I believe. Yeah, in the black and gold livery. I think that might be a Mustang sampling. And that might look a bit like a Mustang sampling livery. I'm not really sure if that is, but it does look quite a bit like it as well. You know, black and gold. I know people associate it with a lot of the JPS livery, but I think, yeah, well, in modern terms, it might be the Mustang sampling, but I'm not really sure. It does not look like it. I didn't see the Mustang sampling sponsor on the side of the car, so it might as well not be the you know, GT3 replica of a GTP Porsche. But yeah, anyway, coming through that corner there, coming through the very wide right-hander, and then coming through Cheetah. Will he plonk that curb? Not really, but so far so good from the number 105 Porsche there. Anyway, coming through the final corner, ooh, just a bit of a slide there from him as we see him just coming up to the finish line, 0.3 of a second up, but yeah, more time to be gained. Oh, sadly, I don't think he has enough in the tank to continue. Anyway, we shall go to Albert George, and now checkered flag has gone off at the moment. Ooh, George just finding quite a lot of track limits there, but it's still legal. Anyway, coming to the final corner, George goes with 1/10 improvement, close to 2/10, and there he goes up to P3. So he ousted Seong KP from the third spot there, and as well as we see Omed Ohm just crossing the line, still in P5, and then we shall see Zul Akihara just cross the finish line. So starting in P3 in the AM class at the moment. So now we have Marcel Sux still looking for a bit of an improvement, especially in these challenging conditions so far. It's a pretty challenging session, judging from how he's driven, but so far not looking pretty good from the Hungarian driver there. Anyway, we have Gary Slater, still yet to cross the finish line, but at the moment he is on an improvement there. As we see coming through Cheetah, ooh, okay. So far so good, pretty textbook line there. And then coming through the final corner of the Kyalami circuit, still up 0.2 of a second there, and stays in P17 overall. Right. Oh my goodness. Well, we are greeted with a mixed weather. See, I told you that this is gonna happen. But yeah, there you go. We have rain, folks. The rains have finally. Well, we have blessed the rains down in Africa. Anyway, yeah, race is looking pretty wet at the moment, so these drivers are definitely in for a bit of a shock, as we see right now. But yeah, looking at the weather radar so far, we have actually we have only 10 minutes of wet weather, so this is definitely looking to be a very spicy race, at least for the start anyway. But yeah, right, so we shall move to the starting grid at the moment. We have, let's see, okay, HUD's still open, but it's fine. Anyway, we have Alvin Wong on pole position, followed by Yuan Chi Lin in the number 30 Porsche. We have Albert George in P3, and then we have Seong KP in P4. Omed Ohm in P5, Asenyan Paya in P6, Alvaro Vicente in P7, Isaac Umbers in P8, and then we have the AM pole sitter Nabil Nasran, and then followed by Marcel Sux in the number 33 Porsche, number 33 Mercedes, Eric Hutter in the number 92 Porsche in P11, Zul Akihara in P12, Nathaniel Paul in P13, Zaid Sadi in P14, Agoston Bata in P15, Scott Brewer in P16, Gary Slater in P17, Adrian Rabovka in P18, Foxington in P19, Jan Paul in P20, and rounding out the grid we have Zlatkus in the number 6 Lamborghini in P21. Right, so we have around 7 seconds remaining before the start of the formation lap. Quite a wet formation lap, but so far it doesn't look like it's going to be flooding. But of course, we have good news for everyone. Well, at least for these drivers that did not anticipate the wet weather. It will be ending around 10 minutes. Well, if the weather is a bit accurate. But of course, it poses another challenge to the race, which is, well, greasy, quite a greasy track, and then of course, quite an evolving quite an evolving condition of the track at the moment. So everyone's coming out for the formation lap at the moment, as we see Alvin Wong looking pretty comfy. I think if it stays where it is, Alvin Wong will be crowned champion of the season 25 one of the tracc.eu GT3 Cup. So of course, if you are enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Of course, if you want to be part of the races, you can go to our Discord server. Links in the description, and of course, follow us on our socials. We are active in Blue Sky, X, Twitter, formerly Twitter, and also on Instagram too. So do follow us on our socials. Right. Anyway, we are riding on board with Alvin Wong looking at the rear as we see well, quite a number of spray coming out, but not too much, I believe. And we also have Yuan Chi Lin right behind in P2 at the moment. So far, these drivers are behaving quite well, but of course, they need to play it safe for the first 10 minutes of the race. Actually, as we see, I believe the rain has stopped quite a bit as well. There's still some sprays, and the track is still pretty wet, but looking at the radar at the moment, we are currently looking at an overcast weather for the entire race, at least for the first half anyway. But yeah, of course, I believe some drivers might be gambling on dry tires at this point, but I'm not sure if anyone has. I might have probably missed it during the starting grid at the moment, but I think probably expect one or two drivers to be making a gamble for the dry tires for the first phase of the race. I believe first 10 minutes, yeah, it has happened before, but of course, not sure if any drivers decided to actually take the gamble, of course. But yeah, now they are lining double file for the start of the season finale of tracc.eu GT3 Cup, season 25-1. We are currently at Kailami Circuit, and yeah, it's looking to be pretty wet for the first 10 minutes of the race, at least according to the radar, but still anything could happen. The track might be drying up a bit later, or probably a bit earlier than usual, but we shall see. So anyway, they are coming through the final corner. We await the start of the race by waiting for the green flag to fall off, and we shall see Alvin Wong starting on pole position, and then followed by Yuan Chi Lin. Will Lin give a positive challenge for the grid? And there you go. Ooh, someone's got a drive-through penalty for the start, number 64. That's Alvaro Vicente. And as we see at the moment, we have Lin trying to go for the lead of the race. He goes out inside a bit, but he switches back on the outside. We have George, quite close behind as well. And Lin goes for it. Oh, there's a pile up behind. Oh my goodness, I count 5-6 cars. Oh, that was 5 or 6 cars right behind. Oh, there's a bit of a pile up as well. I believe Isaac Umbras, Scott Brewer, and quite a number of other drivers as well. Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm not sure what's happened there. Ooh, yeah, that is not looking very good for these drivers there. Not sure what has happened, but I'm pretty sure someone must have missed a braking point somewhere. But of course, we shall get back to the action of the grid at the moment. So Alvin Wong still leading from Yuan Chi Lin, and then in P3 we have Albert George, Asan Yanpai in P4, Marcel Sux in P5. Oh, looking pretty good start from number 33 Mercedes, and then we have Ahmed Ohm down in P7, so lost quite a bit of position, but of course at the moment, oh yeah, that start is not needed for some of these drivers. I'm pretty sure like a quarter of the grid might have been hit by that pileup earlier. Anyway, Wong already puts the gauntlet down and pulls away from the from the Porsche right behind him, and we see an overtake from Asen Empire and Albert George for P3. At the moment, they are looking side by side. These two Ferrari. Oh, they touched! Oh, they touched! My goodness! Oh no! Oh, they make contact with each other. Oh, that is definitely not. Yeah, that is definitely not what's needed at the moment from the from both drivers so far. But of course, challenging conditions do make this a bit more prevalent. So there goes George's shot for the podium, and as we see, Ohm goes for it down the inside. Oh, not really. She did look for it. She did look for the gap on the Hungarian driver, but of course she's looking for other opportunities. There are better ones probably in a few corners time. So there you go. Ooh, yeah, still looking down the inside of the Queen's Design Pan Am Formula car right there, and oh yeah, someone had a stop and go penalty as well. I think Vicente has a stop and go. Ooh, down the inside. Oh, goes Ohm there. A bit of an argy-bargy moment there. But so far they got away unscathed. My goodness. Okay, switch back from Ohm possibly. Still Ohm going for it. Oh, just pushes a bit of the other Ferrari in front of her, who still nose to tail from them as we ride on board with the Egyptian driver there. Oh, the outside she goes. Oh my goodness, still more contact there. My gosh, this is really this is really pretty feisty from all these drivers. So this is only the first 2 laps even. It's unwet as well. I kind of want to say give the calm down pill to everyone else, but I'm pretty sure they are fighting for position for the championship as well. I mean, this is already like what, season finale of the championship, so yeah, these drivers probably have nothing to lose. If well, I'm not saying nothing, but actually quite a lot to lose as well if they drop down even a position as well. So yeah, these drivers are definitely looking to fight it all out. So well, all we can say is bring it on. So yeah, get ready with your popcorns, folks, because we have a very feisty race coming up right now. Anyway, Ohm still trying to overtake George there, as we see Nathaniel Paul getting overtaken by Eric Hutter. Actually, Paul trying to overtake Eric Hutter there, but still, anyway. Ooh, Hutter going P7 at the moment, currently in the AM class. I believe our pole sitter in AM, Nabil Nasran, actually was involved in that collision earlier, but of course, not sure what happened, who caused the incident, but the stewards will definitely be looking into the incident later on. So there you go. Ooh, anyway, we see a bit of an overtaking opportunity there. Was that Ohm there, I believe? Wait. Well, not sure what's happened there, because George and Ohm seem to be dropping down quite a lot, so they might have been involved in an incident quite early on, but yeah, they're now mixing in with the AM drivers so far, so not a good look for those who are battling P6, P7 as well. My goodness me. Yeah, this has been pretty chaotic as well, and as we see quite a swarm of AM drivers between them two, so yeah, oh, someone spun. I think that's Muscle Sooks there. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't pan the camera out yet. But yeah, I'm not sure what has happened to Sooks. There, I'm pretty sure that might be an oversteer. No, not really. Oh yeah, it happened a corner later. Pretty sure that might be a puddle somewhere that's hit. Oh, yikes. Yeah, that might have been a puddle or just an oversteer moment. So these cars are pretty unstable. I'm not sure if it's set up for dry conditions so far, but oh, these drivers are looking to avoid everything. And there's a crash from Zulha Kihara too. Oh my gosh, yeah. I can't blame him for trying to avoid the incident, but of course that will cost him the entire race potentially. Anyways, we see back at the bottom half of the Anfield at the moment. Ooh, Ohm just sliding a bit, squirming for grip at the exit there. But yeah, I was gonna say that Ohm actually overtook George there, and George is actually under threat from Nathaniel Paul. So yeah, not sure what's happened to George as well for the entire race. I mean, he's been bumped quite a number of times as we've seen from the first few laps. So not really good day at the office for the Pan Formula driver there. Yeah. But yeah, we still have 53 minutes to go, and actually, track seems to be a bit dry. We are getting clear skies. Well, as we say that, I just took a look a bit on the radar, and well, in 30 minutes, we will have a wet race again. We'll have wet conditions still. Oh my goodness, yeah. I was just looking at the other camera for a bit, and yeah, quite a number of drivers are already struggling. I mean, they're already nursing for damage. Uh, but yeah, so far, yeah, Nabil Nasran. Actually, I was gonna say, Hatta dropped down quite a number of positions. I'm pretty sure the kerfuffle that happened with avoiding Muscle Suits might have given an advantage for the Ampol sitter. So Nabil Nasran looking to chase Zaid Sadi for the lead of the AM class at the moment. As we see right behind him, we have Eric Hutter and Augusto Bata battling each other out. Bata looking down the inside, but still better opportunities up at the front. But yeah. Anyway, Nabil Nasran up at P2. Will he get up into pace for the remainder of the race? And yeah, you can see that the track is right now is dry. Yeah, track right now is drying up, but at the moment we are not seeing anyone who is pitting right now. Actually, no, there's two drivers who are pitting at the moment. So Marcel Sux and Adrian Dubrovka coming into the pits to change to the dry tires. But of course, I'm not sure if that's a signal for everyone else to get into the pits to change their wet tires to dries, or probably some of them might have been running dry tires in the wet for the earlier phase of the race. Well, but as we see at the front at the moment, not sure. Actually, we are missing someone. We are missing actually Wan Chi Lin. Wait, is Yuan Chi Lin? Oh no, actually, Lin is actually down in P13. Not sure what's happened to him. He might have had a pit stop to take, but actually no, he has made a pit stop. So Lin just pulled into the pits to change his tires there, and actually is taking a bit of a gamble to Alvin Wong. I think our lead of the race, Alvin Wong, pulls into the pits at the moment, so that is definitely the call to take for all of these drivers to change to the slick tires. So yeah, quite a lot of drivers are already pulling into the pit. So we have George, Paul, Nasran, Hutter, KP, and Akihara pulling into the pits, and I think Vicente as well. Vicente had a stop-go 30 earlier. I didn't mention that for a bit. I'm not sure if it's popped up on the screen earlier, but he had a drive-through penalty earlier. But when he had the drive-through, when he served that drive-through, he ended up with a 30-second stop-and-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So not a very good day for the in-the-wall sim racing driver. But of course, quite a lot still at stake at the moment, so we shall see what unfolds. Anyway, lead of the race at the moment, we have Asa Nyanpaya leading the race, but she hasn't taken a pit stop yet. Also followed by Omen Om, who hasn't pitted as well. So I believe half of the grid at the moment are not pitting for dry tires. I'm not really sure, but of course we shall see what unfolds in a bit. And of course, P3 overall, we have Zaid Sadi battling with Agustin Bata for the AM class lead. Oh, just a bit of a slide from the NSX there, but so far so good from Sadi. And then we shall see Agustin Bata. Will he probably make a move on Sadi? Probably through Cheetah, as we see, probably not running into the dry line. We are now seeing dry lines appear on the track, so definitely some of these cars who are running wet tires will probably need to avoid that line if they want to keep their temperatures in check. So anyway, Bartek pulls into the pits, and we also see in the background We also see in the background Isaac Umbras pulling in to the pits as well. Probably need to repair damage from the pylon from turn 1, from lap 1 earlier. Anyway, we shall see Eric Hutter. Eric Hutter is taking his pit stop. Alvin Wong still in the front, still in the lead of the race, and then Yuan Qilin as well. So yeah, I believe like the second half of the grid is currently pulling into the pits to change to the dry tires. But of course, there's gonna be I'm just looking back at the radar at the moment, and we might have a shower, a huge downpour in 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's gonna happen near the end of the race or something, or probably at the end. Let's just these drivers might be hoping it's gonna be at the end of the race, but if it appears just probably like the third quarter of the race, yeah, they might need to pull into pit stop. Some might gamble on their dry tires, some might not. But of course, we shall see what unfolds for these drivers. Anyway, we're looking at the battle for P10 overall at the moment. We have Eric Hutter still leading up at the front at the moment from I think he's currently net P2 or probably P3, but he's being chased by two pro drivers right behind him, which is Sux and KP. Anyways, we see Yuan Qilin, I believe. No, not really. It's Albert George. So anyway, George looking to overtake Jean Paul at the moment. They're side by side, coming through this corner, coming down inside, and makes the overtake. So there you go, up to P6. The Hungarian driver goes. But of course, there's still some damp patches on the track, though it might be a bit less visible as we speak because the track is mostly dry. But some of these drivers have to avoid some of the curbs just in case if there's standing water on track. But yeah, just a bit of a slide from the Pan Formula Queen's Design driver. But so far so good. Jan Paul just taking a trip to the runoff area. Not sure what's happened there, but yeah, there you go. Probably. Oh yeah, Paul hasn't taken a pit stop yet, so I think the tires might have affected the driver. And oh wow, George is taking to the runoff as well, just a bit running wide into the final corner. But yeah, pretty much looking pretty good as we see these two drivers, Ohm just coming out of the pits. Bit of a damp patch there, might affect her braking point, but there you go. George goes ahead of Ohm. These two drivers have been fighting at it as well, Argy Bargy too. So this is probably part 2 or probably part 3 of the battle that we are witnessing so far. So this used to be, I believe, P6, the battle for P6 at the moment, but currently it's now battle for P5? No, actually no, it's not battle for P5, it's currently battle for P3. So there you go, it's currently battle for net pole position, it's currently battle for probably net podium as well, but not sure if Asa might be, not sure if Nyanpaya might be appearing in front of them. Well, she hasn't taken a pit stop yet as well, but that might slow things down for her, or well, probably she might have gambled for dry tires too. Well, we can't really tell because Nyanpaya and Sadi is yet to take a pit stop at the moment, so they might have been on dry tires all along. So not sure what entails for these two drivers up ahead, but at the moment we are looking at an ever-intensifying battle for currently for P5 on track at the moment. As we see Ohm just taking it to the gravel, just slides a bit there, but saves it. That was a really, really good save there. Going to Cheetah, goes across the Bata on Jean Paul. And, my goodness, yeah, Bata definitely looking for all the openings around Paul for the lead. No, actually, it's not for the lead. It's for P2 in AM at the moment. But yeah, currently quite a swarm of drivers behind. Not a number of AM drivers actually, a mix of AM and pro drivers too. As we see, Jean Paul just oversteering there, snapping it into reality a bit, and goes to concede the position to Bata, and also he's under pressure from Jean Paul, who goes off a bit wide, but still hangs on. They go side by side into sunset. Oh, they go side by side into sunset. There we go. On board with the driver. Oh my goodness, yeah, just cuts off. KP just cuts off Eric Hunter there. But still side by side with the Porsche driver, Jean Paul. Ooh, yeah, really feisty fight that we have at the moment here, folks. Better grab your popcorns, or better have long enough nails to bite just in case. But yeah, currently Xiong KP down in P10 at the moment, so he is currently P7 in the Pro Class. So so far pretty okay for the South Korean driver, but of course he is definitely looking to get a very good result, especially for the team as well, as he used to be in AM, but due to his amazing pace, especially in the M6 back then, so he got promoted to the Pro Class. We actually see a bit of a yellow flag at the moment, but it just turned back to green so far. So I think someone's had a problem. I think it's Eric Hutter. Not sure what's happened there. Right, we shall check the onboard. So far, there doesn't seem to be any troubles for the driver there. But yeah, that's not a good look. I think. Oh, huh? Okay, sorry. There was another car that disconnected earlier, so I think there was another car right behind him earlier, but I'm not sure what's happened there. I think that might be a hardware problem. There might be a technical problem? Not really. Okay. So yeah, currently Hutter. Ooh, yeah, really bad result for the driver there. But yeah, anyway, we are still looking at Asan Paya still not hitting. Actually, we actually have her on the helicam at the moment, coming through the start-finish straight. I think she has gambled for the dry tires there, so she hasn't had her pit stop taken yet. But I'm pretty sure she might probably be able to go on to the end, but she still needs to take a mandatory tire pit stop. So if you all unaware, we actually have one mandatory pit stop with tire changes, basically. So everyone has to change their tires at least once, no matter the track conditions. So Nyanpaya definitely be looking on the strategic side, as she goes in the lead of the race so far. And actually, someone's pulled into the pits. I believe that is Zaid Sadi coming down to P6 at the moment. So he's definitely taking that mandatory pit stop. Not sure if he changed to another set of dry tires, or maybe he has held out quite long enough for the time being. Anyway, we shall see Xiong KP battling Nathaniel Paul for P7 overall. He goes on the outside a bit. Oh, he also has visible damage on his front wing. I believe he was one of the victims of the lap 1 pileup from earlier. But of course, he's definitely looking to overtake the Nissan GTR quite in front. Very colorful, blue, pink, and black GTR as well. Pretty signature. Pretty nice looking livery there. Anyways, we see actually there's a change for the lead there. There goes Alvin Wong on Asan Nyanpaya. So actually, what's happened there? Nyanpaya seems to be last lap from Nyanpaya is actually a 1:51.0. So Wong actually gained what, 8/10? Sorry, not 8/10. Like actually make that 8 seconds on the Queen's Design drivers. So not sure what's happened there to Nyanpaya, but I believe that might be her tire just giving out at the end. Anyway, Nyanpaya goes into the pits, and we shall pull back to the battle for P7. At the moment, we have Paul, KP, and Sux actually battling for P7. So definitely three-way battle going on right now. I actually thought that was a bit of an oversteer coming from the GTR, but actually not really. It's just the helicam doing its work. Anyway, looking to Cheetah, not a gap there present. There you go. Just a bit on track limits for the South Korean driver. And then coming to the final corner for them, but I'm not sure KP will get the slipstream on Paul at the moment. But I think he's also under pressure from Marcel Sux, who also goes diving down the inside of the South Korean driver into turn 1. Does he make the job done? Ooh, not. Oh, he just did so. Just closed the door last minute on KP there on the number 41 Ferrari. And there you go. Wow, Sux, what a move. Oh, what a move from the Mercedes there. My goodness me. So we haven't even gone like halfway through the race, and there's already more action as we speak there. I think someone has spun, I think. There's a slow car coming up there. I believe it's Jean Paul. It might have been Jean Paul because he was dropping down quite a number of positions. But ooh, yeah, I think he might have spun somewhere. He might have spun at turn 3 or 4. So yeah, so far pretty fine rejoin there, but there's still a battle going on for P6. Okay, currently P6, and we also have Agustin Bata currently leading the AM class at the moment. Actually quite a ways ahead of the next car in AM at the moment. So P2, actually P10 overall. Nabil Masran currently still fighting, as we see Sux just having a look before Cheetah, but concedes behind Paul. Yeah, pretty wise decision there at the moment, but of course is definitely looking to get more power, more slipstream from the GTR. Of course, having been nose to tail in this pack for quite a while. As we see Sux, is he gonna go on the outside, on the inside? He's gonna go on the outside. Who turn 1? Probably making a bit of a switchback on the GTR. Oh, there he goes. There's a switchback up to turn 2. And then turn 3 we go, and Sux makes it. There you go. Ooh, that was amazing from the Hungarian driver there. As we see KP as well trying to have a slice of a pie from this battle as well, but still doesn't have much of a run coming through turn 3 or 4. Anyway, to Sunset Boulevard. Ooh, just yeah, a bit of a misjudgment there, but it's fine. But yeah, still KP still stuck behind Paul, so definitely not happy days for the South Korean driver. And we are riding on board. We are on the bumper cam of KP right now, as he's gonna go down the inside. No, he's definitely looking for it, but that's gonna leave a door open for KP to pounce as he goes down the inside. Oh, they're still side by side actually. Not sure if this is a good camera angle, but I believe that's still side by side there. Oh, Paul just goes up ahead, and KP goes around the outside, around the outside of that corner, still side by side. My goodness me. Oh, who's gonna concede and Cheetah there? Oh, Paul just barely does it, but that's gonna give Nyan Paya the opportunity to go diving down the inside of the GTR driver, and there you go. KP gets a P8, and now Nyan Paya. Oh, Nyan Paya and Paul. Ooh, that is very naughty from Paul there. But to start finish straight. Yeah, Nyan Paya is definitely looking to overtake Paul there down the inside. Ooh, still not much to be done there. And yeah, I'm not sure if Paul needs to give away that position back, or Nyan Paya has to definitely fight for it actually. So they don't have the right to concede, but of course if it's that Baji coming through the corner as well. Ooh, Nyan Paya just looking on the outside at the moment, but still couldn't find a way from the Paul wall, as we see here. No, there's a bit of an opening there, Paul, but yeah, definitely the GTR is definitely very wide right now, coming through. Oh, they're going. Oh, they bumped each other, nose to tail. We've seen that contact for a bit, but thankfully no one has spun from it. But yeah, very naughty looking for these two. I'm not sure if that's gonna be I'm pretty sure that's gonna be stewarded. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be in the stewarding sheet, but hopefully nothing bad comes out from it. As we see, Nyan Paya is still stuck behind that GTR, currently battling for P8 in overall at the moment, and right behind actually we see Nabil Nasran currently looking to yeah, looking to get the AM lead back. But unfortunate for him at the moment, Agustin Bata is actually quite a number of ways up of the. Yeah, actually no. I was gonna say it's quite a number of positions up there, but we actually see him just in our pictures right now. So Napo might be a bit closer than he thought than he was, as we see Janpire goes down the inside of Paul. Does Paul defend from it? Oh, okay, just a bit, but of course Paul had to concede that position just a bit. I think actually just saw Augusto Bata just go a bit wide, just sliding a bit coming out the exit of that corner there. But yeah, we also see Ohm and Ohm coming through P4, currently actually no, battling for P3 with Albert George at the moment. So yeah, looking pretty feisty from some of these drivers so far. But yeah, at the moment it is definitely looking to be a race-long battle between these two. But yeah, oh my goodness, we still have not reached the halfway point of the race. That's how much action's been for quite a while now, actually. But yeah, we shall see if Ohm will try to get the move done as they go through the start-finish straight. Yeah, they're going through the start-finish straight at the moment, having a bit of slipstream of the Pan Formula Queen's Design Ferrari. As oh, she did not have a look down the inside, but I think she might probably have a look somewhere else. But at the moment, coming to some of these corners, I think George just hitting a bit of dirt on his tires for a bit. That's probably going to give less grip on the right side of the tire. Oh, I actually saw on my other camera someone has probably run a bit wide, but it's fine. It was a bit brief. Anyway, we are still looking at the battle for P3 at the moment, the battle for the final step of the podium position at the moment. These two are separated right now by 0.2 of a second. Of course, Ohm definitely will be looking for another podium of the season. Definitely stellar debut from the Egyptian driver. But of course, she will be looking to get more results from for the team as well. But currently, the only driver in her way is the Hungarian, the number 610 Ferrari of Albert George. So yeah, George definitely trying his best to defend from the Egyptian driver. There's still nose to tail between each other, almost taking the Pan Formula Queen's Design driver out. But thankfully, these two are still at it. Oh, just losing a bit of time. Goes Ohm and Ohm. But of course, I think yeah, I think she lost quite a bit of time as well. She's not as close as she was back then, but still, we still have like half of the race to go. And actually, looking at the weather at the moment, an update for y'all. We have 10 minutes before the rains fall down. Yeah, before the rain falls down. So still, we have quite a number of drivers as well. I think oh, yellow flag. I think Asen Yanpire. Asen Yanpire is in the pits right now. Not sure what's happened to the driver at the moment. Oh, yeah, I think she. Oh, that's not a good look for the front bumper of Yanpire. So I'm pretty sure that might be Cheetah that's taken a victim there. Oh, that's a very hard hit there from the driver. Oh yeah, you're definitely not gonna. Yeah, definitely not a good place to put your car in there. But thankfully, the pit lane is just right across, so she's definitely taking it into the pits to get her tire changed, and there you go. Oh yeah, not a good day for the Queen's Design driver there. But of course, yeah, especially given that this is a season finale as well. So yeah. Anyway, we're looking at the leader of the M class at the moment, Agustin Bata, and then right ahead of him actually is Marcel Sux at the moment. I'm not sure what's happened to Sux there. He just ran wide, but at the moment it might be looking a bit like a team play so far. Probably Sux giving the tow to the Porsche driver right behind just to make him get away from the next car in the AM class, Nabil Nasran, or they might be battling for position as well. Of course, these drivers are not restricted. They are allowed to fight each other between, even though they are in different classes. So Bata might have given the signal for Suggs to hurry up, you know, to get his pace up, because right behind is actually Xiong KP. Might not be affecting Bata at the moment, but it will affect Suggs. So of course, they have to coordinate as much as they can to get away from the other drivers at the moment. So yeah, definitely some team play going on at the moment, but I believe they might also indulge in battles of their own as well. Anyway, they're coming to Sunset Drive. Sorry, they're coming to Sunset. And actually, it's already looking very overcast right now. And we are definitely looking for a brief shower, actually. So in 10 minutes, we have a brief shower on track. Not sure if it's enough for wet tires. But actually, 30 minutes, we have a... 30 minutes, we will be back in overcast, so these drivers having to tackle the rain twice for the race. Hopefully nothing bad happens from this one, but of course we shall see who prevails from the strategy. So anyway, we shall give the rundown of the top 10 at the moment. We have Alvin Wong currently in the lead of the race, 13.6 seconds from P2 at the moment. We have Yuan Shi Lin still running pretty strong, and then of course we have Alba George in P3 in the Panin Formula Queen's Design racing car, and then we have Omid Om in P4 chasing Alba George for P3, and then in P5 we have Marcel Suggs, and closely behind we have Agustin Bata, and right behind him as well we have Xiong KP in P7, and then we have Nathaniel Paul in P8, and right behind him actually is Nabil Nasran, currently looking for an overtake on the American driver on the number 10 GTR, probably looking a bit feisty as well. And then rounding out the top 10 we have Isaac Umbras, and then rounding out the rest of the grid we also have Zaid Sadi, Zul Akihara, Adrian Drabovka, who's actually coming into the pits. I'm not sure if it's already started raining at the moment. It doesn't look like it. No wipers are coming out at the moment. Anyway, we moving down the grid, we have Zlatkus in the Lamborghini number 6. And then we have Eric Hutter, number 92. And then P16, we have Foxington. And then P17, we have Vicente, who's still trying to climb up the grid after numerous penalties he has. I believe that was 2 penalties, but it's very costly. Started with a drive-through for wrong position at the start, and then followed by the 30-second stop, the penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Moving down the grid, we have Jean-Paul in P18 and then Gary Slater in P19. So I believe 2 drivers have disconnected, actually. So 2 cars have disconnected. I believe one of them is Asan Yanpaya, who unfortunately had to retire from the race. Probably, hopefully it's not permanent damage, but yeah, very unlucky from the Queen's Design driver. I'm not sure who's the other one who has retired as well, but hopefully, yeah, hopefully all is good for them. Anyway, we shall tune back to the battle for P8. At the moment, we have Nathaniel Paul still putting up walls behind him, as we see both of the Technobus drivers currently battling. So I believe this is the main squad at the moment. So these pairing, yeah, this pairing of Technobus drivers there. Ooh, we see spray coming out. Oh, the rain has fallen. Oh, someone's blessed the rains down in Africa right there, folks. So there you go. Wipers have come on, so definitely it's gonna be very greasy as we speak. And there you go. Oh, these drivers are definitely having to pit at the moment. I believe someone has pitted. Actually, Yuan Chi Lin has taken it to the pits for a change of tires at the moment. So currently, weather radar is looking at a 10-minute downpour. Of course, so if it's 10 minutes, so it's going to be a bit dry at the end. So I'm pretty sure someone will be pulling a wet tires to the end. Who knows? Or maybe someone will put on dries. or maybe someone will just keep on using the dry tires to the end. But at the moment, we see Albert George pulling into the pits along with Yuan Chi Lin for the for a change of wet tires at the moment. So everyone has to definitely wade through the waters of Kailami at the moment. Oh, as we see who's that? That is Agustin Bata, not pulling into pits at the moment. So some of these drivers are actually pulling up one lap, probably pitting it next lap. Who knows? Right. So who's going to still pull into the pits? So at the moment we have Lin and Dubrovka as well pitting. So quite a number of drivers are still pitting. I think that is oh, there's someone ahead. Yuan Chi Lin is pulled out of the pits, and ooh, he joins ooh, side by side with the with the AMG there. Oh my goodness, yeah, that was a bit too close for comfort for these two, but Lin just barely makes it to the corner there. I think oh yeah, Sux had to back out of it because I believe he is on dry tires as well. So he also lost position to his teammate as well, Bata. So there you go. Anyway, we have Isaac Umbras and Nabil Nasran battling each other. I believe Umbras made an overtake on Nasran at turn 1. So yeah, he's definitely having a bit of an advantage there, but still dry tires for these two drivers, so they definitely have to negotiate the very wet track at the moment. Anyways, we see, I believe that as Dubrovka getting a 30-second stop and go penalty for speeding in a pit lane. Oh yeah, yeah, not a good look for the Grip Runners team, Grip Runners driver, down in P18 overall at the moment, and yeah, having to deal with the penalty as well. Yeah, not a good day in the office for the Grip Runners team. Anyway, we shall see Bata, actually P4 overall. We shall give credit where it's due, because Bata is actually up there with the pros as well, surprisingly. So this these mixed conditions definitely be bringing the best out of everyone, out of all these drivers at the moment. So we are definitely yeah, look at the very spicy race as we see so far. And actually there is a battle coming up behind. I believe that is Nathaniel Paul, Isaac Umbras, and Nabil Nasran. So ooh yeah, Umbras definitely looking to overtake the number 10 GTR. Will he make it? Oh, he has to be very cautious there because braking point is very silly at the moment. But at the moment we have George climbing up a position on Zaid Sadi there. Quite a number of positions still gained. I'm not sure if anyone else is going to pit at the moment. I believe quite a lot of them are actually trying to stay out. Yeah, they are trying to stay out on track, just as another gamble on track. As we see Lin trying to overtake Nabil Nasran there. He actually has quite a lot of pace. Oh, actually not really. I think that is yeah, I was a bit mistaken. There was another in the wall sim racing car. I believe that was Vicente. Yeah, Vicente trying to overtake, trying to unlap himself actually. Yeah, he's trying to unlap himself off this field, but I'm not sure if he's on wet tires at the moment. Does kind of look like it. But yeah, it's currently in the mix of one lap of these drivers, but does he have enough pace to overtake the other drivers? I believe he has. It does look like he has a very good exit coming out of the hairpin there. So he might be able to just unlap himself from Isaac Umbras. But yeah, Isaac definitely trying to get into... ooh, yeah, someone has a stop and go penalty as a number 91. So that is Jean-Paul. Actually, there's an overtake behind as well. There's Albert George on Nabil Nasran. Oh, Nasran just hits the curb quite a lot. And thankfully no harm done. But still loses quite a lot of time to the rest of the pack. Wow, quite a lot has been unfolding right now, and we shall see probably another overtaking attempt on the GTR. Might be happening soon as someone's coming out of the pits. That is Adrian Dubrovka coming out of the pits there. Yes, be careful because someone's making an overtake there. That is Albert George. Albert George trying to lap Alvaro Vicente. Coming into this there. Ooh, nose to tail. Ooh, almost a collision. from the Hungarian driver. But so far so good, and I think there's gonna be an overtake being made on Umbra. So Umbra's has been overtaken by Alvaro Vicente, but it's not for position. And actually, that is for position as Umbras gets overtaken by George. So yeah, they're definitely losing quite a lot of pace. I think wet tires are definitely looking optimum at the moment, as we see. Oh, actually, I'm not sure what's happened to. Oh, not sure what's happened to Alvin Wong, but actually, he briefly lost the lead to Ahmed Ohm. So, my goodness me, that quite a lot has been unfolding right now, and we are seeing quite a lot of action coming out there as we see Paul is getting overtaken by the Pan Formula Queen's Design driver, and actually, there's a yellow flag has been waving out somewhere. I'm not sure what's happened, but at the moment, Ohm just briefly took the lead of the race. And oh, someone! Oh, you definitely do not want to park there, sir. I think that is young KP. Oh, that is KP coming to a halt. Actually, in the wrong direction too. So I'm not sure what's happened. I believe that might be a cheetah moment there. No, not really, but it's it's on the exit. Oh, car's getting skittish, and oh, I think Bata, the AM leader might have had some damage as well to his side. Oh, ew, yikes. So yeah, I think is Bata putting it to the pits? Is that Bata? No, that is Jean Paul into the pits to serve his penalty. But anyway, we are looking at still a battle for P7 at the moment. We have Isaac Umbros and Nathaniel Paul battling each other out. This is the battle of the front engine cars. Of course, a Mercedes versus a Nissan. And mind you, they are still on dry tires too, so definitely battling each other quite a lot as of now. But yeah, Nasran is definitely trying to overtake Isaac Umbras too. He's definitely looking to have quite some pace on some of these drivers ahead, but I think yeah, they definitely have to pull away as much as they can, because Nasran is definitely looking to try and get back to the AM lead. But thing is, AM leader at the moment, Augusto Bata, is currently in P4. So Nasran is down in P9, so he has 5 positions to take. He has 5 positions to go up to. So quite a number of cars to overtake as well. And on these dry tires in the wets, yeah, definitely not happening at the moment. But it's still wet. It's still raining, as we see at the moment. But the rain is expected to die down around 10 minutes 10 minutes from now, so I believe we might be looking at a slightly dry session near the end, but of course anything could still happen. Oh, I think that's Nasran goes wide, goes into the gravel, loses a bit of time, and Umbras almost looking down the inside, almost trying to overtake Nathaniel Paul there, but yeah, quite a lot has been happening right here, folks. So I hope you all enjoyed this, of course. But yeah, Paul and Umbras, round 3, ooh, that is very close from both Americans. Actually, I was gonna point out as well, this is a battle of the Americans too. So these 2 American drivers are at it for this round as well. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna get very spicy too, because of course, Umbras being the very experienced driver versus Nathaniel Paul, who made a stellar season as a rookie as well. And there you go. Ooh, we have a slide from the Technobus AMG driver, and actually there's a stop and go for Sion KP. Oh, there's a stop and go for Sion KP for for speeding in the pit lane apparently. So yeah, not a good run for the Ferrari 296 driver. But anyway, we shall go to the battle for P7 again. This is the closest battle that we have at the moment. And yeah, oh, there he goes. Oh, Nathaniel Paul goes wide, and that gives Isaac Umbras a position. So there you go. He made that pressure work by being very close to Paul, and eventually the walls have crumbled. So there he goes. Isaac Umbras up into P7 overall right now. But at the moment, Umbras is what 9 seconds ahead. Sorry, 9 seconds behind. Actually, make that 8 seconds behind Marcel Sux. So the next car for position. So he definitely has quite a lot of work to do from this point onwards. Still have 13 minutes to go. He might probably pull a miracle at this point, but we shall see in a few minutes' time. Because at the moment, I think the skies might have cleared up quite a bit. It does look a bit brighter. Although my eyes might have fooled me because Kailami is a very hilly track. I might have mistaken the skies for the I might have mistaken the town on the hilly town. Sorry, the hilly town on for the sky. But yeah, it does. Yeah, it still looks overcast. Never mind. But anyway, we are looking at Albert George, still trying to climb up quite a number of positions as well. Thing is, will his strategic gamble pay off? It does not look like it, as he was losing quite a number of positions to. I think he lost 2 positions, I believe. But at the moment, he's definitely looking to down the inside to overtake Augusto Bata. Not for position for class, but still a position is a position, and it is for overall. So he goes up to P4, and now he puts up a chase to Yuan Chi Lin. Although I believe Lin is also catching up to Ohm at Ohm. So mind you, Ohm is on the dry tires, hasn't pitted yet, and I believe Alvin Wong might have not pitted too, but I'm not really sure if he has. But it does look like he has not pitted yet. But at the moment, we have Lin looking down the inside of Ohm there into sunset, down the inside, and there he goes up to P3. So now the chase is on for Albert George to get it up and running and chase for P3. Mind you that George and Ohm are currently 31.9 seconds. Actually, it's dropping quite a lot too. So we will keep the timings updated at the moment. And yeah, Lin is looking pretty nice. Pretty nice there. So he regains his P2. Actually, last lap, I was gonna say the last lap for Wong and Lin. Actually, Lin is faster than Wong by 5/10 of a second. It might not make much of a difference at the moment because he is under 18 seconds. But of course, if he can keep up this pace and Wong, if Lin can keep up his pace and Wong keep up, probably make some mistakes as well. Probably Lin might have hoped, but yeah, Lin might be able to catch up to Wong. So as we see the last lap time, so there you go, 147.2 from the Interwall Sim Racing Porsche. It's actually 3/10 faster, so Wong might have responded quite a bit. So 3/10 of a second, 3/10 of a second faster for Lin, currently in P2. So he's definitely catching up quite a bit, but we still have 10 minutes remaining, I believe, if that's the timing at the moment. So I think Wong might have pitted for wet tires earlier. So, well, I wasn't sure earlier if it was a mistake from Wong that gave Ohm the brief lead earlier, but I think he might have probably pitted. Anyway, stop and go has been cleared for the number 41 car of Seong KP, and actually we are seeing another battle popping up. At the moment, we have Nabil Nasran and Nathaniel Paul battling each other at the moment. They are pretty close, under 1 second so far, but of course right behind, actually I was going to say right behind him is Eric Hutter, but Hutter is not battling for position at the moment, so he's a lap car. But yeah, now we have under 10 minutes to go of this race, a very eventful race. We started in the wet, a massive pile-up coming to turn 1 in lap 1 earlier, which caught a lot of the drivers out. And yeah, currently we are in a very spicy race because it was dry. 10 minutes later, 10 minutes after the race started, and then we were back in wet conditions as well as we speak. So that's why you could see the wet patches around the gravel trap of this track. So yeah, currently we have under 9 minutes to go, and these drivers are definitely looking to be trying to navigate through the wet track at the moment. I saw some spray coming out of the Technobus Ferrari earlier, so the track has not dried up quite a bit yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a bit greasy in a few minutes. It does look like so. So yeah, definitely they still have to wait quite a bit. So advantage is still on the wet tires so far, but I believe it might be marginal. It might be we might be on a crossover in a few minutes time. Actually, in the background earlier we see Marcel Sux having front damage. I believe his hood might have popped up slightly. So not sure what's happened there to the FH Motorsports driver, but that's definitely going to give Isaac Umbras an opportunity to get into another position. So P6, so this is a battle for P6 at the moment. So if you see Marcel Sux in a bit, if you switch cameras slightly in a bit, you should see the AMG, the green AMG, has a hood popped up. So yeah, quite cosmetic damage for the driver, for the Hungarian there. Anyway, we shall see the battle for P6 popping up at the moment, and we shall see Isaac Umbras diving down inside of Marcel Sux and gets P6 overall. So there you go, quite a very nice move coming out the hairpin there, and that is gonna give him a chance to pull away from the pack at the moment, as we see Nathaniel Paul also looking to get an overtake done on the Hungarian driver there. Oh, he goes down the inside. Oh, we shall see this move popping up. There you go. Oh, amazing job from Nathaniel Paul as well. He made that overtake stick where he goes through the cheetah. Just a bit too hard, but thankfully he hasn't been thrown as bad as some of the other drivers. But yeah, there you go. Another position lost for Marcel Sux, and potentially another, this time to an M driver. So Nabil Nasran looking to overtake Marcel Sux. I think Sux might have had substantial damage to get his pace a bit slower, so he goes down the inside. Nabil Nasran goes down the inside into turn 1, and there you go, he makes the job done. So yeah, I think Sux might have had quite a lot of damage. Not sure what's happened to him. He might have hit the barrier somewhere. But as we see, Eric Hutter as well might be able to unlap himself with Sux having damage like that. But let's hope that Sux can nurse the damage to the end, because we have under 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining before the checkered flag falls. It's been a very eventful race for GT3 Cup, especially for the season finale. As we see, actually the track is getting quite dry. We can see dry lines appearing, so that's probably going to give a bit of an alarm to those who have pitted for the wets. So yeah, these drivers have stayed out briefly for without changing their dry tires for the wets. Actually seems to have their gamble, actually seems to have lady luck on their side actually. So yeah, they made that strategy work, and yeah, it's been quite a big shake-up as well. I believe most notably there was a bit of a battle for P3 earlier. I believe that was between Omid Ohm and Albert George, but George went in to pit for the wet tires. He gained quite a lot of time, but now that we are in dry conditions with 4 minutes and a half to go, yeah, the advantage seems to be evaporating as the seconds go by. So not sure if George can nurse the car back home. I believe like Wong and Lin actually are on wet tires as well. So I'm not sure if that's going to give Om and Om a chance. She hasn't pitted for wet tires as well, so I believe that might probably give it a chance to get to grips with the car. But judging from the last lap time at the moment, it does not seem to be possible because she is on a 148.3, while Wong is on a 147.4, and then Lin putting out a stellar performance as well. He's on a 146.0, so he's currently 13 seconds off of Wong at the moment, and he seems to be gaining quite a lot of time. Thing is, time is actually running out, and we have 3 minutes and a half to go. So unless if a major incident happens for the leader of the race, Lin might have to settle for P2. But yeah, as we see Nabil Nasran on the helicam at the moment, trying to give chase to Nathaniel Paul. Mind you, this is not position per se, but this is still for overall position. Anyway, we see down the grid we have Zlatkas being overtaken by Alvaro Vicente. Vicente having to climb back up the order after two penalties, two huge penalties, which costed him the race and potentially in the championship as well. So yeah, he's definitely having to climb back quite a number of positions as well, and it doesn't really help that a number of cars ahead of him are AM drivers, so he does not have any pro drivers to elevate his standings from. But yeah, as we switch back to Nabil Nasran, he is getting closer to Nathaniel Paul at the moment, 0.5 of a second between each other, and actually Nasran is pulling up a faster lap time than Paul, so we are looking at a 0.2 of a second. So pretty marginal at the moment, but still, every millisecond counts in the race. And of course, but honestly, at this point of the race, Nasran definitely needs a miracle to gain one position. This is not by class, but still, it's bragging rights for these drivers to have a go. Oh, Nabil Nasran goes down the inside. Oh, Nathaniel Paul. Oh, just gives a bit of a barge there. Oh, it's a bit naughty from the Technobus driver, but of course he has to concede quite a bit. So anyway, Paul and Nasran is battling pretty feistily as well. The Malaysian driver is definitely has nothing to lose at the moment. So he's definitely going in for the very aggressive moves. Of course, not through Cheetah there. Oh, there he goes. Nabil goes to the gravel. He goes up the Cheetah, hops on the sausage curb. And there goes his chance to not get it, yeah. Anyway, we shall see Alvin Wong, anyway, leading from start to finish. At the moment, we have under a minute to go before the checker flag falls. So at the moment, we are looking... I'm not sure what's going on at the moment, but Wong seems to be slowing down quite a bit, and he's actually sliding as well. So that might give Lin a bit of a chance to get to the front as well. So currently the gap is now under 10 seconds as well. So yeah, Lin, last lap time for Wong is actually a 48.7, and Lin hits it up with a 146.3. Yeah, this is looking to be a very spicy end to a very, very spicy season as well. As we see Wong currently leader of the race and eventual world champion, if the standings were to be correct. But yeah, anyway, Wong also a defending champion, I believe, from last season too. So he's gonna be en route to become a two-time Tracc GT3 Cup champion. If he crosses finish line like this, but at the moment it's looking like Wong is losing a bit of pace as well. 7.4 seconds between them, but of course as the miles go down, we are definitely seeing the birth of a double world champion of Tracc GT3 Cup. So anyway, coming through the hairpin, Alvin Wong goes in that very beautiful white liveried Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo. Coming through the fast left-hander there. Oh, yeah, I believe Wong joined mid-season, but he's already put up a very stellar performance, and he will definitely be up there in the Track Hall of Fame as he goes to Cheetah, who goes a bit wide there. Oh, careful there. As he goes to the final corner, and checker flag is out right now. He goes to the final corner and onto the start finish straight. He comes across the finish line and wins the South African T-Prix. What a stellar performance from the number 61 Mercedes. And then there goes Yuan Shi Lin up in P2. And of course, Om, give a kudos to her as well. Coming out to P3 as well. Finishing P3 on the podium. What a stellar season as well for her debut season. To be remembered forward to. And then we also have Albert George. The gamble didn't really work out for the Hungarian driver in the end, but of course we gotta give it to him as we see Nasran still looking still nose to tail with Nathaniel Paul there. Not sure if he has enough gap. He might have one final shot or probably two final shots as we see Nasran nose to tail with the GTR. As Albert George already crossed the finish line, and then Agustin Bata crosses the finish line to win in the AM class. And yeah, anyway, coming through the final corner, we have Nabil Nasran still battling with Nathaniel Paul, but he's run out of mileage there as Paul comes across the finish line to finish in P7, and then Nabil Nasran finishing in P2 and AM in P8 overall. Master Sooks in P9, Zaid Sadi rounds out the top 10. In P11 we have Zul Akihara, Vicente in P12, Zlatkas in P13, Foxington in P14, Ericata in P15, Slater P15, KP P16, Paul in P17, and then P18, the final one on finisher, we have Adrian Drabovka in P18. So, what a finish to the race. And of course, what a race that has been today. So, if you've enjoyed this season finale of the Tracc GT3 South African T-Prix GT3 Cup, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. I personally have enjoyed it as much as y'all have as well. And yeah, that wraps up season 25-1 of the Tracc GT3 Cup. So next up, we will have the final race of V-Track Challenge. It's going to be in Monza, I believe. That's going to be next week. Same time, except, same day, except 2 hours later. And yeah, can't wait to see the VTubers battle it out in Monza and the Temple of Speed. So anyway, that's been it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning into the race. Of course, you can go and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you've enjoyed it, and if you want to be part of the races, we also have quite a number of races, quite a number of leagues in ACC. Quite a number of leagues in ACC, Race Room, and other racing sims as well. You can also join us in our Discord server, and we also have our socials. We have our Blue Sky, X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram as well. So you can give our socials a follow as well. You can just search up Tracc Sim Racing for it. But anyway, that's been it for today. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for popping in to the season. Thank you so much for the drivers who have been competing in and out of the season. And yeah, thank you so much to everyone else. Thank you so much for the staff for organizing this league. And yeah, this has been it. So I'm Psycho Kaiser signing out, and we'll see y'all on the racetrack.